Hello everybody and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 118 of the Coin Vault has opened. We're going to look at 1959 proof Lincoln Wheat cents. Looks like it is Wednesday. looks like I got a typo there. But welcome everybody and we'll get to it. How's everybody doing? And Les Likes Coins, sorry to miss you tonight. It looks like you are off to work. I'll have to start doing some earlier streams for you, but had a couple days off here, no bonus streams the last couple days. I'm sure you guys noticed, as I've been doing them often. But I'm ready to go tonight with a roll of proof 1959s here. And, may have to adjust the lighting here a little bit. I feel like tonight we're probably going to be mostly looking for better looking coins. We'll take a look and see if we can spot anything cool on the coins, but I did not see any varieties for the 1959 proof coin. So it doesn't mean we shouldn't look, but my expectations are thinking that we're just going to be looking at some nice coins. So here I got 50 proof coins in the mint set. I will dump them out and we can start looking. So I only looked at one. The first coin that I pulled out here looked pretty nice. There's a little bit of stuff going on. Hey Logan's Coins, welcome back. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? So hopefully these will all be really nice. We'll just kind of check these out. Looks like a little spot on the reverse of this one. The 1960s that I had, they were from the same person here, and the 1960 roll, there was quite a few spots on it, so I feel like my expectations that these are all going to be really nice are a little bit less. This was a very expensive roll. It pretty much cost about as much as a proof wheat roll, but this one here looks pretty nice. I like 1959, and so that's why I picked this one up, and I didn't have a roll of 1959s. So this roll might eventually here, if they're nice, I might send in for a bulk submission here. And I'm getting closer to ready to start doing such things. But I've also been able to pick up a lot of nice proof coins for less than the cost of getting them graded for pretty nice grades. So I might wait until there's I'm not getting in any nice ones to do that, because why send them in to get graded yourself? I guess there's if I find a really nice high grade one, then yes. But my guess is that most of these probably will be around proof 65 to proof 66, and it's hard for me. Like, say this coin looks gorgeous, it looks nicer than a lot of proof 66, proof 67s, but it's like I don't sometimes know what I am not seeing. I'm so sorry to hear, Logan's Coins. Yeah, the fires here in California and Oregon and Washington, it sounds like it's intense. Like, I definitely woke up to that apocalyptic sun. Just absolutely crazy. Like, it was like dawn. Like, the sun never came out today. It was just like yellow, orange outside. Had all the lights on the house. Somehow the darkness just sucks up the light. And just felt like I was sitting in the dark all day long, even with like every light on. And so, yeah, it's been crazy. This is definitely, we're already burned more. I think we've already burned more acres here in California than we've burned ever before in a year, and it's like the beginning of fire season. It's really, really intense here. And yeah, I would say today is like the worst smoke, the worst everything. Like, I feel fairly safe up here. Oregon's bad too. Yeah, the West Coast is just getting hammered. I feel pretty safe here being so close to the ocean. I feel like the fog kind of keeps everything kind of moist. But it's not impossible. I mean, it seems like there's just been house fire after house fire. There's been like all these barns catching on fire around here, which I don't think I've ever really heard of a barn fire up here, but I think there's been like 3 different barns within like 30 miles from here that just like spontaneously combusted. Maybe we got an arsonist. I don't know. But definitely different than any year. It seems like the last 3-4 years things have gone just worse and worse. I'm sorry about your vacation house. That is definitely a bummer. It's like I can't even think to, like what I would do up here if I had to evacuate. And we basically have fires to the north, to the east, and to the south, and the oceans to the west. So like if we have to evacuate here, I think you get in a boat. The highway is shut pretty much. Like we're in an island now. We're on island mode. Like we still have power here, but it's like isolated here. So it's like we're on island mode right now, and it's feeling like an island. Like where I live kind of feels like an island, because we're just in the middle of nowhere. And so sorry, I guess I didn't make any videos the last 3 days. I didn't stream the last 3 days. Normally I do both, like every day. So sorry if I worried anybody or anything, just like kind of disappearing. I just decided to try to take care of a billion things, and took care of a billion things and feel better for it. And back for my regularly scheduled stream here. This is why I only schedule myself 2 days a week, is so that if I've got something going on in life, I don't feel like I abandoned you guys. So I feel like most of these look pretty nice. Like we're definitely not getting any like super big ugly spots. And I bought some proof wheat cents off this person as well. So it looks like so far these 59s are way better than the 60s. And that's why I do buy a bunch of coins from the same person, and not just sample one roll and be like, okay, that's what they got. Which it seems like, I don't know if it's just the supply chain is messed up right now, but pretty much every single person I buy a lot of proof Cellos off of, they're either sold out, not selling anymore. One person contacted me today for my order, and they said they like messed up the order, and asked if they could do another roll. They said they're out, they're not going to have any more. So it's kind of interesting. It seems like a bunch of people that had been listing rolls for years since I've been watching, they're done. They don't have any more. Thanks, Ozzy Colin. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? And so, I don't know, I've definitely seen the prices on the early proof rolls going up. I just always assume that like, the prices go up and people will start being like, okay, it's time to sell. I feel like the supply chains, like I was watching CoinGeek talking about like, collectible coin shortage, and just like, without the major shows, a bunch of people aren't picking up, the coins aren't getting redistributed back around in a circle. And a bunch of, older collectors are generally ones that are selling off their collections. And I feel like I was hearing that, a lot of people like that are just waiting, figuring, I don't want to go out in the middle of a pandemic. I want to, stay home. And so, maybe next year we'll get a flood of nice coins. Me personally, I don't seem to see a shortage of collectible coins. I've been having a field day buying every single thing I can buy. I had to rein myself back a little bit. There just seemed like there were too many collectible coins that I wanted, and kept, I'd have like great sales for like a week straight on eBay, and so I'd like just be buying everything. And then all of a sudden sales would slow down, and I'd have like $500-600 of auctions that I'd won, like waiting in my cart for 24 hours or so till I could pay for them. But yeah, I mean, when I only bought pennies, certified pennies, when that's all I bought, there was definitely days where I couldn't get enough of them. Like my money would start to build up. But now that I'm buying nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars, there's just more collectible coins than I can purchase myself. Maybe it's higher grade. I'm not seeing a lot of older, like very, like early 1700 or late 1700 large cents. I'm not seeing a lot of those up. Seems like a lot of the colonial ones, I'm not seeing new ones up. And the prices seem, I sold a bunch of mine. High grade Indian head cents, mint state ones, especially red ones with red. I'm not seeing a bunch of those listed. I'm only seeing one or two go up for auction a week. And I'm getting outbid on them. Same thing with like early wheat pennies from the teens and 20s. Nice high grade mint state ones. I'm not seeing a lot of them. So if those are the collectible coins people are talking about being in shortage, I know that's just pennies at small and large cents, but that's good to hear everything's going good. If that's what people are missing, or I mean, I know that there's a lot of coins I'm not even into. I just started buying like commemoratives. I figure maybe once I buy up all of the US coins, which will take me a little while here, maybe I will start buying up world coins. They seem pretty interesting. And it definitely seems like if I have coins from all over the world, that possibly will get, collectors from all over the world to check out my coins. Hey, Numismatic Sam. Hey, welcome. I saw you left a comment the other day. What was the difference between, I believe, the satin finish or how can you tell the difference between satin finish and business strike? I believe it was a dime, Roosevelt dimes. I honestly, if it wasn't holdered or in the original U.S. mint packaging, I'm not sure if I could identify the difference between a business strike and a satin finish Roosevelt dime. And so in a slab, you'll have it either graded MS or SP. The SP stands for special strike, which the satin finishes are a special strike coin. And so, hold on a second, I gotta focus my camera. Excuse me. So, your question, Numismatic Sam, unless it was in mint packaging, I don't think I could. I mean, what you'd be looking for is a phenomenally beautifully struck coin, which I feel like if you're looking at mint state Roosevelt dimes, probably if you go through a bunch, you're going to notice little nicks and scratches and, things that are wrong with it, while the satin finish coin, it's going to be a special strike 68 or 69 probably if it's new in the package. It's going to be a really beautiful coin. I also see, and maybe I don't do dimes as much, but I feel like a lot of the satin finish dimes, they all have full bars on the reverse. And so possibly if it was an extremely beautiful coin with full bars on the reverse, that might be a hint that it is a satin finish if it's been removed from packaging. But also, why would somebody remove it from packaging? And like if you were looking through raw coins, I would say 99.99999% chance it would be a business strike coin. There would be no reason to take a satin finish coin out of the mint packaging unless you were going to get it graded. That's my opinion anyway. So how would you tell the difference? Because it's in satin finish packaging. And I'm not sure of all the ways that satin finish, I don't know if they do rolls of satin finish coins, like if you can buy them that way. But I would say, that's my answer. I don't know if there's any differences on the coins. I've never noticed any particularly. I would say that the coins would, all the ones I've looked at are just beautifully struck coins. It's like they look like mint state coin, or they look like business state coin, business struck coins, but they are just really, really beautifully done. All right, let's hope. Let's hope that this is a 1959 with a wheat back. Anybody have a guess what the date's gonna be? I'm gonna guess it's a 1958. It doesn't look like a proof finish. Um, I don't have one right here to. I did some massive organizations, and so all my coins here at the studio are put away. Um, it doesn't have a proof-like finish. Like the proof, it'll have really nice, clear. The proof will have a deep cameo, like a modern, anything modern, because I believe satin finishes started in 2005. Correct me, guys, if I'm wrong. I believe that's when they started making them. And so any proof coin made by the mint 2005 to current, it's going to have a deep cameo surface. Roosevelt and the higher devices on the reverse are going to be frosty white. And so I would say no, it won't look like, it's not going to have the frosted cameo devices. So, yes, that I'm sure that it's possible that a proof coin could not get the deep cameo, but it's like they make smaller batches of them. They do the system they do is so much better. So no, I would say it will not look like, it'll look like I know that I have quite a few videos of them, and it's like you could compare. I've been buying dimes now for about a month. So you can definitely find one of each, but you might be able to find the same date and the same mint, and be able to compare the fronts and backs to them. But I would say, if you're looking for them, out in the wild, in circulation change, you're going to find a business strike. The chance of even finding a proof in your change, it's not likely to happen. Yes, do proof coins or satin finish coins make their way into circulation? It happens, but at the same time, by the time they're getting circulated around, they're probably going to become a pretty low grade example. So we want a 1959 here, right? We're not interested in a wheat penny here. I almost feel like I saw another wheat penny before and didn't even notice, just forgot what we were looking at. But I want a 1959 here. I think we're going to get a 58. I can't imagine. No, I think we're going to get a 57. Just because I feel like there was more 57s made, so I'm going to go with the odds. 56. I'm wrong. But I'll take a 1956 round. So, Guy, I don't have a full roll. Gosh, I haven't heard anyone say Guy in a decade. But I guess we don't have a full roll of 1959s. I'll keep it in here. So I'll say it's a full roll of 59s. Apparently someone got their 6s upside down. They thought it was a 9. But this one will come with the roll, so it's going to be 49 59s and 1 56, unless that changes here. 1 cent. No, I don't think you can. When I was a kid, you could buy 2 Tootsie Rolls for a penny. There was I don't know, half century ago, long time ago. You could buy nails 2 for 1, and you could buy 2 Tootsie Rolls for a penny. And that was a long time ago. It's a beautiful coin here on the front. See if I'm missing anything. Yeah, no, the penny, it's, I guess with the right penny, yeah, you can buy a new car with the right penny. But as far as being able to go into a store, gosh, this one looks gorgeous. It's like a little tiny thing up on the rim. I don't know how much that hurts it. I'm actually not sure what that is there. It's probably on the mint cello. It almost looked like like something a business strike would have. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think in one of the stores recently, I saw Twizzlers, like the big, long, big size full ones. Like it was in a canister, but the store was selling them for 5 cents a piece. And I was like, wow, that's just that, they're not making any money off that for sure. I'm not sure why they were selling it for so cheap. But boy, do I see the kids' hands going in there looking happy and grabbing one and putting it in their mouth before their parents can stop them. Good times when you could have all the candy you could eat if your hands were fast enough. Yeah, I mean, that's basically, I'd say pennies are used mainly as a marketing tool. If you put something at $9.99 or $19.99, like if you go into a store, nothing is like $20. They always use the penny to make it look smaller. It just looks like less money to the average mind. I don't know, like most people will not even stop and pick up a penny. I feel like I see, like, I don't know. Most people do not pick up pennies off the ground. They've lost their buying power. It's amazing. Times have changed. Yeah, it's still being used, but they're, like a soda machine, vending machines won't accept pennies. And it's like, even, it's like if you go to the bank won't take them unless you roll them. And so then you need, like, the coin rolling paper to have them take them. But they are used for change. Like stores need them. I feel like most of the places around here, I haven't used much change since the pandemic, but most of the places around here would just round off. They'd give you a nickel back. But they're still used. People still love them. I think it's kind of a sentimental thing. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like now they're filled with zinc. They're just copper covered. It's like if one of them, falls on the ground and gets scratched, that lets the environment get into them. They just start to eat themselves out from the inside out. It's not too pretty once the environment gets a hold of them. I'm impressed with this roll in comparison to the 1960 I bought from this person. These ones are a lot nicer. And so if people use them for donations, how do the donations get redeemed? Like, do they take them to the bank and then, like, is it just like, if you were to give them out to someone on the street, get some food, it wouldn't really help them out. Hey, Super Silverman. Yeah, we got a roll of it. It's supposed to be all 1959s, but we got a 56 in here. I was hoping that it was a 59 wheat back. That would have been pretty amazing. That would have made a nice video. That would have made my day. Well, I mean, it definitely, it's like when a society won't, accept or have confidence in, the money that the government, circulates to them. It's like the money is government backed, and when people stop having belief or wanting to deal with the government's money, that's never really a good thing. It's like this one's got a big spot on it. Kind of only shows up on some angle. No, most angles. Every angle. But welcome, Super Silverman. Hope you're having a good night. Good to see you. And I believe I have a roll of 1963s coming in the mail. It was supposed to be a roll of 64s, which I really enjoyed. The last roll I got from the person, but it sounds like they're all out of 64s, and I noticed they canceled all their other proof roll auctions that they had up. So I'm not expecting any more proof rolls from that person, and all the other proof rolls that I've seen that I've been buying from people, I I'm not seeing them have them. So it's going to be interesting. But I have a roll of 63 in the mail. And so I'll do a flashback. We'll fly back to 63 here in the future. And then we'll go back probably this Saturday. Unless we do it earlier, I'll have a roll of 1958 proofs for you guys. And then we'll go back, we'll do some 57s and then some proof 56s. And then I think when we're all done with it, I have a mixed roll, which I believe is 55 through 60. It was supposed to be a roll of 58, but that person, their inventory was off as well. And so they were like, sorry, I can give you a mixed roll. And some of it was stuff that I didn't have. Welcome, Scent Hoarder. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. So we've got some pretty decent looking 1959 proofs tonight. One was a 56. So people there only collect the 1, 5, and 10 pesos. Yeah, it's interesting. Like say, like the $50 here in the United States, not widely circulated. Like silver dollars, you know, or presidential dollars or Native American dollars, like they have now. They're, you know, like Eisenhower and behind. Like people don't circulate them anymore, really. I'm sure if I worked at a gas station, I would see a couple a month. But a lot, like pretty much just dimes, nickels, pennies, quarters. That's what people use for change. Yeah, these one Super Silvermen look a bit better. I'd say there's been a couple with little spots and a couple with noticeable spots. But a couple really nice shiny ones. Nice surfaces, nice luster. And I was a little worried. We'll see what it's like when we get up close. I had the video thumbnail side by side with the 1960 that we had gone through, and the 1960 cello looks so nice and clear. And then I was looking at the lines in the 1959, and it's just night and day. I mean, it would be cool if I had one coin that the lines and the luster went like this. But it's definitely going to be a little bit harder to see through here. Yeah, I was kind of happy today. I got a package. I was making videos today, and I got a package, and I went to check it in. I made a video. It was the 1985 or 1985D MS67 Roosevelt dime. I could not find it on my eBay purchases, and I'm like, what's going on? Okay, someone sent me the wrong coin. I have like a huge bag or a box full of packages here, and I'm like, I couldn't find the order. I was like checking everything, like went and checked everyone's address, trying to line it up. Finally, after about an hour of trying to figure out this mystery, I looked at the date of the shipment, and it was from like July 13th. And so then I was able to go back, and I remembered that somebody's package didn't come, and so they refunded me the money. And so like a month and a half later, 2 months later, a while later, this package shows up. So I messaged them. They had already refunded me and said, hey, I owe you guys some money. Now I can only hope that my packages that got lost in the mail to someone else that I refunded, that they say, hey, I got your coin, and they send me the money. And I don't know, I was like imagining, like I've heard like stories where like the post office delivers a coin like 100 years later, and like some, you know, it's like delivered to like, you know, like an ancestor basically, because the person that was supposed to get it's dead, and how happy they are. But I was imagining someone sending like a coin in the mail, and then like 90 years later that coin getting delivered, and the coin that was worth, you know, a few $100s at the time maybe, was then worth $1 million. Somebody just getting like a really old coin that was supposed to be mailed that wasn't worth a fortune then, but all of a sudden was. I can only dream. Maybe if it was someone with the same name as me mailed to the same address, which I don't think is going to happen. But yeah, if somebody sends me a coin, if they do their part, I'm gonna, if that coin arrives, I'm patient. Like the only reason that the only reason that like I asked for a refund was because eBay only gives you 30 days, and if the 30 days goes by, they have no reason not to. I had to refund somebody $85 for it was a 1906 MS63 red brown. It was like I think it was my last red brown Indian headset. But the post office totally didn't deliver it. It was, package will be late kind of thing. And so I refunded them. I wasn't worried about it because I had insured the package. So I was like, it's no problem. They were very patient. They waited a month, and it never showed up. But then I went to file the insurance claim, and I waited 2 weeks, and the insurance claim was denied. Because apparently if you read the fine print ship cover, which is what eBay tries to make you buy for your coins, ship cover doesn't cover coins. So if you guys are ever sending coins, and if you guys ever sell anything on eBay and get something insured, do not use ship cover insurance. The funny part is I spent thousands of dollars over the years using ship cover. A thing explaining the insurance never pops up, doesn't tell you the inclusions, exclusions, anything. It's just right there next to the post office for 10 cents cheaper. And so if you guys send coins in the mail, never use ship cover insurance through eBay. They accepted thousands of dollars from my business, and they don't honor they don't honor their insurance. And if you go and read the fine print, it's right there. So I learned a valuable lesson, but at the same time, they lost my business. I probably gave them thousands of dollars in the last couple of years, and I asked for $85 back. Sorry guys, no longer in my business. And then I noticed that the post office seems like they've increased their insurance over the years. I'm finding it cheaper to just send things priority mail to people, because it has $100 of free stuff, and I figure why not, warp speed it to them instead of them having to wait a month or two. I don't know. Love the post office, but something's going on with the post office where stuff's taking way, way, way too long. Nice job, Numismatic Sam. Yeah, I don't think I have a single complete collection of coins. Like, I keep getting close on my PCGS registry for small cents, but I put all my registry coins up for sale on eBay, and so somebody's always trying to upgrade theirs, and so I end up selling my collection or my coins to them. And so it's just this, it's like building a sandcastle, my PCGS registry set. I feel like even like my folders and stuff, like I never got a 1909 SVDB, and I never got a 1922 no D. So it's like I've never actually finished a Lincoln series. I'll put that on my bucket list someday. Some of these definitely seem a little bit better. Some of these just glow. So we're almost through looking at the fronts and backs here. And I did not see any varieties for any of these years. I figured it couldn't hurt to take a look at some of the coins, see if we can find a variety. Super Silverman, if you know of anything, I just looked at copper coins and I figured Chuck would have it covered. It seemed like for the 60s, like 60 through 64 at least, there seemed to be a ton of varieties, so I figured there'd be something for 1959. But who knows, maybe we'll find something on one of these here tonight. Maybe there's ones that are known, they're just not listed yet. But we can look. It'd be fun if we found something. Alright, one more and then I'll dump them back out and we can turn some lights on and see if we can find anything nice. I know a couple of these definitely seemed like they were grade worthy. I don't know how high of a grade they could get. Some of the early proofs are still a mystery to me. I feel like it's gonna pretty much take sending in a bunch of coins just to kind of like, it's going to be a harsh learning curve, I think. I would say, like, you know, the ones without spots tonight, pretty much everything looked like a 65, 66 to me. But it's like, I want to have the expectations that they're going to come back as 64, just so that I'm not, like, sad after I send in a bunch of coins and spend a bunch of money. Alright, let's dump it. One of them wanted to stay in the bag really bad. We got lights. So I don't know how the... And so, I mean, we have looked through a bunch of 1960s proofs. So, like, without knowing of, you know, what to really go for here, we can just kind of take a look, kind of get to know the date a little bit better here. I'm looking at that T there. I feel like if there was anything there, the S would be backing it up. There's probably just a small strike to the T somehow. Yeah, I feel like there's just a little bit of the T missing. And kind of looks like there's maybe some machine damage on it. So I think this is, I mean, I don't have any other proof 59 rolls, so I think that this was the first, this is the first one that I've gone to look at. In the 1960s, there were definitely a lot of, you know, like little notches below the L. And it does get a, I don't know if it's better to be zoomed out. Like, things get way more blurry with these mint cellos when I'm up close like this. It's like very, very, very distracting. So I'll zoom back out. I just feel like I can see the coins better like this, just because the cello just really gets in the way. And so I'm probably going to mostly check the dates on these. I just wanted to see a little bit what the coin, like this one kind of looks like the same. This one looks the same as the other one. Looks like a little bit of machine damage, I believe. I don't know. It's like I like the little loop on the bottom of the U. When I was zoomed out, it definitely like looked like it had some doubling. It kind of looks scooped. But I'm pretty sure if there was something doubled like this, there would already be a known variety for it. But that definitely looked pretty cool up there. I mean, I believe it's just machine damage. If there was like a nice clear notch somewhere. So I'll put that one to the side. I just want to see if we can find anything else that looks kind of similar to that. Pretty nice mint cello here. Let's see what... Yeah, see, this one looks exactly the same. Like you always hope when you're buying rolls that, oh yeah, it was somebody's proof cello collection. And they only collected varieties, and that's why they were all a bunch of ones together. But so far it's looking like, so this one, it looks a little similar, but it's not, like if you look at the U, like it's not, there's not that like heavy doubling. It does look kind of similar to the other one, but it looks different. And you can see the F here, and everything really has a lot of double. Like if that was on the 0 on the front, that reminds me of some of the double dies we were looking at. So yeah, it does appear, I mean, unless like we just hit the jackpot, it appears that the E pluribus unum on the reverse is a heavy spot for machine damage. What was that? Just to the, just kind of the T streaks out. Lots and lots of machine damage. Alright, now that we know kind of what's going on in that area, we'll zoom back out here. See if we can find anything else. It's like I like, you know, it's like I'm not expecting to find anything. I know I'm going through these a little bit quicker. But it's like, it's nice to know what every date and every mint looks like. And I'm going to assume that there aren't any doubled eyelids, because otherwise that, it seems like it's one of Chuck's favorite things. Like it's like I have to believe that if there is a doubled eyelid on a 1959, he would have that. He would have that on his website. Take a look at. I don't think it's any doubling or anything. If it is, it's machine damage. started looking at more like a nicer microscope as well today. I know I was talking about buying one a couple months. I was just trying to get one for a deal. And it doesn't really seem, I feel like I've been trying here for over a month to get a deal on one. And I don't see any deals out there. There's like one person that's offering them, but they don't respond to questions about their microscope. And it doesn't look like they've sold anything. So I think that it's kind of like just, I don't know, doesn't seem like they're really interested in selling them. I might try again here. I'm getting ready to buy out a couple more categories on eBay, and at the same time I was kind of wanting to do a bulk submission. This one almost looks like it has 3 levels of machine damage on it. It's like I thought that other one looked cool on it. Check this one out. It's like, doesn't that, like the lower part of the R there, it looks cool. And it's like the mint cellos keep making me feel like I'm seeing notching. Maybe I should double check. And I think I should definitely double check because some of these look really cool. I believe it's all just machine damage. I'm not trying to hype these coins up. Here, I'm going to put that one aside just because I thought that one looked pretty cool. I don't oftentimes see machine damage that looks like it's like triple machine damage. Not just machine damaged, triple damage. Sounds like something from a video game. See if we can find any more of that sweet triple damage. At some point here we should hit that 1956p. And I don't know about 1956Ps. We can take a quick look. I'll take a quick look at coppercoins.com, or I guess we can just like look over the entire coin, because we will be doing some 1956s. I figured I could like look things up, but at the same time, it would probably, you guys would be staring for a couple minutes if there's a bunch of stuff. And I don't mean to make you guys stare at nothing. But also, if anybody else is watching, if you guys have heard of anything on the 1959, let me know. I looked and I looked and I looked and I didn't see anything. Some pretty nice looking machine damage. I feel like if we were to find anything, the most likely place would be in the date or in Liberty. but they are some pretty coins. When I start bulk grading, I think that this roll definitely has a few that would be nice to see slabbed. A couple of these Cellos look a little rougher to see through. G look funny to you guys? Maybe that's just how the G's always are and I just never noticed. Yeah, looks like that's what they look like. So I've got a lot of really nice coins to make PCGS videos this week. Things kind of built up over the last couple of days. I definitely had coins to make videos of. I just had, it's like I pretty much made videos for over a year straight here without stopping and doing the dishes or like, cleaning up. So I'm just trying to like clean up my life out here a little bit. Get things in order because I upgraded my eBay store to 10,000 listings and I have about 32.5 right now, just about 3,250. So if it took me a year to be able to build up that many listings, I'm looking at probably needing to like go gung-ho, super speed, and basically it's going to take me at least a year, maybe 2 years to be able to build up to 10,000 listings. So there's going to be a lot of coins coming up, and it's going to be fun making videos. I'm just trying to make sure that I have everything taken care of so I'm not missing anything here. But I believe I got the 1970S small date proof in. I believe if my memory is correct, it is a proof 68 cameo. So I believe it's either the first or the second proof small date that I've gotten. And I think if I can't remember if the one I had before was a mint state or a proof one, but it was like a proof 64 or something like that. It was not a high grade coin. And I don't even think I knew exactly what it was or what it meant. But so I'm happy to finally have one of those. It probably won't last too long. Whenever I get something like that, it's just gonna sell out. But I'll get to make a video for you guys of it before it sells, and that is worth it. And so hopefully the fires stay to the north and the east and the south. And kind of leave me alone here, and I can keep making videos for you guys. And hopefully some nice casual rain comes and just puts an end to all the fires so that people can get back to their lives. There's too many things going on in this world without everything on fire as well. No earthquakes, please. No more fun. We all need a break. I didn't know better, I'd think the Earth is trying to get rid of us. And I was having a little bit of thought I think I'm going to keep my Saturday streams the same time. And I'm not saying I'm gonna, but I'm thinking about changing my Wednesday night streams to possibly Tuesday nights. Just the way that my life currently is, I feel like it would improve the quality of life. It would still give you guys 2 streams. And you guys know I stream a lot anyway, so it's possible I'd just be streaming on Wednesday nights as well. It's not changing yet, but sometime in the future I might. I just wanted to kind of touch base with people first as well, because if this is your guys' only nights to check out coins, and I hear from a bunch of people saying, no, stay on Wednesdays, it's totally possible to do that. For me, it would be easier to like maybe shift to a Tuesday. And like I said, I would probably stream Wednesday nights anyway. But I've just got a lot of projects here. So let's see, I'll put away the Proof 56 here, and we can give it a good look over. I feel like I need to zoom out for this one. Just can't see through the Cello here. But how's everybody doing? How are you guys, wherever you guys are in the world? Everybody staying safe? Seems like the coronavirus is not letting up, not letting anyone get a break. It's like I'd like to hear that things are improving places. I'm looking for good news is what I'm looking for, because I feel like I don't see a lot of good news. Some good news would be refreshing. It's like I'm sure there's like thicker smoke other places in California, but like today I can definitely like, I was feeling it before. It was making me cough a little bit here and there. Feeling a little heavy, a little short of breath, but today definitely it feels like, just feels pretty thick in me. It's like the last thing we need with, it's like, I just feel bad because it's like they're doing evacuations everywhere, and it just seems like a dangerous time for everybody to all, a lot of people, like town here, it seemed like there were a lot of people from out of town, just looked like they had, cars had ash on them, and it just seems like, when people get displaced, they're not, it takes a toll on the body. And yeah, it also just seems like if everybody's getting together, that's the thing that's messed up about the coronavirus is like, it really seems like the people that try to help people are getting disproportionately affected by it. And like plays on our strengths and turns them into weaknesses. Yeah, so the doubling on the E pluribus, the machine damage, that seems to be really, really common for this year. I'd say more coins that we have looked at has it than does not. I think we've only seen one with kind of like triple machine damage on it though. Double damage. that is on, yeah. So there looked like there was like kind of like a scraped area there, but it was the mint cello. Yeah, that same look on this one. So we're just looking for anything that could be different. I didn't see anything special about the 1959 proofs. No double dies. Obviously, no repunch mint marks because we don't have a mint mark. But it can't hurt to look. It'll be a fun. So I wonder when the first person found a repunched mint mark, and whether it was like, collectible from that point on, or how long after the first repunched mint mark was found did it take to kind of get some popularity. It's like I imagine people hundreds of years ago, just, they would have a lot of time to look at their money. I mean, maybe they had to work harder than, I feel like they say that life in today's world is easier than it used to be. But it seems like there would have been a lot of time where you would just have nothing to do but stare at your shoes. And so it's like, why not pull those coins out in your pocket and take a look at them? Because that T looks so short on one end. It's interesting though, like some of the books, like it seems like people have taken the time to go back and, like on some of the older coins, be able to find the front and back of, die that was used for every coin, and basically like figured out how many dies were used on the front and backs, what combination of the dies were used on the front and the back. That's why I guess I feel like people used to have a lot of time to look at coins. Just, people were able to like go back in time and figure it all out. Like I imagine, like I have to imagine that's not even possible with the amount of coins that we produce. But it seems like they're able to make a lot of coins. But when we're making billions of a single coin, it seems like it would be really, really hard to find all the combinations. But if I do end up having to evacuate here, which I have no reason to think, I think it's like about 100 miles away that people are having to evacuate, maybe 50 miles if you go inland. But I'll definitely bring some coin books and catch up on all the books that I bought last November. I've just been too busy making videos for you guys to read all the books I read, or read all the books I bought. I wish I could say all the books I read. But I feel like a lot of them are more, kind of like you have an interesting coin or you have a question, you go in and kind of reference. It's like a lot of raw information about a lot of different coins. I definitely learn more when I have something to hold in my hands and compare, or like, to be able to visually see in my hand while reading about it. That's one of the reasons with the 1970S small date, that's one of the reasons that I bought one, was so that I could compare it to the other ones that I have, because it's one thing to look at one and say, yeah, I think that looks, and it's another thing to have one in hand to compare. Same with just buying different variety coins, different airs. It's a lot easier to identify when you have a tool that looks exactly like what you're looking for. I guess it's just easier to find what you're looking for when you know what you're looking for, because you got it right there. So I know we went through these a little bit faster. I'm giving you guys a heads up. We've got about 5-6 more coins. We've got the 1956 proof as well. But overall, looking at these, I was impressed with the quality of them. I feel like I want to say that there were some proof 67s at least in here. I'd be very happy if one of them came back a proof 68. It always looks cool to me when they're that doubled. We'll see how it looks. But I mean, there's definitely like 3 lines that go on it. And it's like, no, I don't think that it's a double die, but it's, I don't feel like I've seen machine damaged coins before that, like maybe once or twice, but I haven't seen like a whole group of them that are all kind of like triple struck. You know, because it doesn't look like they're scooped. It kind of looks like, you know, it kind of got banged 3 times. Not in a good way though. Not the way you would hope. Grab some tea. Yes, that's right. I'm drinking tea tonight. Rationing the coffee. I also found that if I drink tea at night, it's caffeinated, but it seems like it's easier for me to sleep, and then I have more coffee to drink the next day. I've just been going through way too much coffee. I know there's no such thing as way too much coffee. I don't know. I'll be back to drinking coffee at 9 at night pretty soon. I'll probably be drinking both. It's like you take one vice for another and all of a sudden you got a dozen vices. But I guess with the tea feels less dehydrating than the coffee does, especially with all the smoke in the air. It feels more soothing on my throat. That feels like it's, I don't know, like at a college party with closed windows back in the 80s or 90s when people still partied indoors with the windows closed. I don't think they do that anymore. I think all the smoke alarms go off. Alrighty, right. Let's check out this 1956. Let's see if we can. That's a little bit better. This mint cello is really kind of blindy. And who knows, maybe there's nothing even on the 1956 that warrants checking them out, but I want to take a closer look. So I still have a lot to get done this week. It is possible I will be back for a bonus stream tomorrow. But I'm just going to go with a promise of having another roll of these. I believe it's going to be in 1958 next. This upcoming Saturday this weekend at 9 p.m. I hopefully will be able to surprise you guys with a bonus stream tomorrow night. But I don't want to commit to it yet until I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get done. But I love doing this with you guys, and so I hopefully will be here tomorrow. I can't promise, and I don't want to break promises. And that's why I only have guaranteed streams Wednesdays and Saturdays. That was the last coin. We'll take a closer look at, or we'll take a back up of the front and back of this one again. I think it's just, yeah, it's something reflecting. I was gonna say it almost looked like it had some toning on it. Whoa, the coin just blinded me. Is that? Hopefully I wasn't like fuzzy there the whole time for you guys. I was in the microscope app while I was doing the video. Almost looks like, I think it's just, there's so many things around me that are reflecting today. The mint cello here is a little bit interesting on this one. Wow, no, this coin is just blinding. Like I totally looked down on it and all the LED lights just got me. So I hope to see you guys all tomorrow night. Thank you guys all for joining. And so thanks Les Likes Coins for being here tonight. Or I'm sorry you weren't able to be here, but I hope you have a good day at work, and thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by as well, Logan's Coins. I hope your vacation house does not burn down so that you can have a sweet vacation next year when there's not a dozen fires going, because I'm sure vacation's a whole lot more fun without smoke. Thank you, Aussie Coins, for coming and joining me on the stream, and thank you, Super Silverman, for stopping by and saying hello. Thank you, Spiked Head Diecrack. Thanks for coming and saying hello. And thank you, Centorder, for stopping by. I wish you guys, oh yeah, I'm sorry, and thank you, Numismatic, or double thanks to Numismatic Sam for stopping by. I think I'm tireder than I thought, or the smoke is getting to me. You never know what's burning in those mountains. But thanks everyone for stopping by. See you guys all in the future, and have a wonderful night.